At the end of the day, it's all in your head. And you will control your destiny and success by following the practice and taking action, no excuses. Everything you need to get done is just 100 cold calls or less. Okay? 100 cold calls or less away. Just fucking do it. Any questions?
He's one of the few, not few, but he's one of the guys that really understands. And when he was in the Marine Corps, when he was with the embassy after he got out of combat, he was with cybersecurity. So he understands that. And it's quite exhilarating. So yeah.
I have a question. I'm not sure if we're getting to that also, but with the late fee instead of success fee, if your deal doesn't go through, do you still pay?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, the deal is if the first deal fails, you roll the first fee into the second fee. And if the second deal fails, you roll the second fee into the third fee. The longest we've ever had is 7 deals rolled into the last 7 deals.
That's for the accounting and the lawyer.
Correct.
So you never pay when you don't have the money?
No. Okay. No, but that's the deal you got to make.
Yeah.
So he talked about the Wall Street Journal and all those other periodicals, but he had a background in this. How long did it take for him to realize this thing was right in front of him and choose the vertical?
A few weeks. Okay. Yeah.
What did he do to change his peer group? Because he said he's moving and...
Well, 1, he's moved. 2, he disconnected his phone. Just like I say. If it were fucking easy, I mean, there'd be a fucking one on every fucking street corner, like a fucking Starbucks. It isn't. And but he, you know, he's like the other two that he's fired up. I mean, the guys that do the best are the guys that have the ability to fire themselves up. If you can't fire yourself up, you're fucked. And I mean it, fucked. You know, do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Is Monopoly still? If you don't pass go, you don't get $200. Do not pass fucking go and do not collect 200. Is it pounds in England? Do not collect 200 pounds. That's it. You know, or if you're not fired up, that's it. But that's just like life. It's not different. The old git here is fired up. Look at him. Still got lead in his fucking pencil. That's terrific. You know, but if you don't have that self-motivation, you're fucked. I can't say it any simpler than that. Well, good. So is my, yeah. Mine's selfishness. You know, I'm selfish because I want you to be successful so they think I'm Jesus Christ. It's very fucking simple. It's very simple. And if I could maintain a professional, ongoing mentorship with more, than I can, because this is about all I can handle. I can handle about 100 portfolios a year. I give them these in Wembley Stadium. But I know now, having given big seminars, I can't follow up. I can't keep track. I can't pound you individually because there's too many. But this is about the right number. 2025 a semester. A seminar. I'm falling back in my professor days. 22, 24 per seminar. Every 6 to 8 to 9 weeks is the limit that I can keep my arms around all your portfolios and knowing what you're doing, questions. And he had some big baggage to get over, and he didn't mention it, so I'm not going to mention it. But he had some big baggage.
The next seminar is in October?
1 October to 8 October. No, the hardcore is 20 October to 30, whatever it is. I don't know. I have, but we got a place for you, old timer. Okay, for one of your guys. But the point is that the fact that he's got an MBA, he's got nothing to do with it, and he already said that. But I mean, he called and contacted some very influential people. And like he said, every one of them took his call. Every one of them got back to him. You know, and there was a after Princess Di passed away, there was a book or some article written about how she used to sit at home alone watching the soaps or whatever she watched because nobody called her. Everybody always thought she was busy. And she wasn't busy. And, you know, she got lonely and blah, 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 blah. Because when my wife and I used to do those royal things before we got eliminated from the royal list, I mean, you'd think that she goes to these black tie functions, you know, 5 times a week, but they don't. You know, they've got 8 or 10 big royal functions that they all go to. And in those days, we used to be on that list. But other than that, they don't have much. They don't have much going on. And you can only play so much tennis, so much golf, so much squash, so much cricket, and you can only ride so many polo ponies, you know, before your ass gets sore. So there was another question.
Yeah.
Yes, Alfred.
Has anybody that you know, or you will obviously know, once they've got the dream team sorted out, has any of the dream team members come to do a seminar?
Yeah, yes, they have. Yes, they have. And and again, we've had multiples, like we have with Andy, and we've had a lot of people come back. But when you're dealing with some super high performance people like Dennis, and I believe, I'm trying to think who, he's moving to Washington, D.C., because that's the head of that particular industry. Governmental, he's going to do what I had suggested, to go do the government, because the huge big industry partners like the IBMs of this world and the government are the ones that control that part of the industry, and so that's where he's moving back. But to answer your question, yes.
Dan, I have some people that work for me that have gone to prestigious universities. I did not. Would it be a bad idea to have them get me names from the alumni directory that I contact directly and I don't mention the alumni directory?
Well, you don't need them. All you have to do is Google. I mean, it doesn't matter how you get the name. You got to make the call. And we've had a lot of people try to shortcut that. We had two guys in 2 seminars ago that were from a professional sales background. I mean, high-powered, smoother than baby shit sales guys. And they both would laugh when they're in the library or in the drawing room having a drink before dinner, how many questions emanated from their group trying to divert having to pick up the phone. And these guys who have made not millions of calls is an exaggeration, but tens of thousands of calls, they ask it 50 different fucking ways so they don't have to do it. That's not the system, guys. Because the guy that your assistant or your worker makes the call for, they want to hear, well, your fucking voice. How come you're not the asshole that called me? And the dog doesn't hunt. Yes, man. Yes, young man.
Didn't you say yesterday that your chairman should not be rich as fuck, and wasn't his a billionaire?
Yeah, well, that's why he hesitated when he said it. But he called, and the billionaire said yes. Normally, you call billionaires for practice. But his billionaire said yes. Partially because they both went to the same prestigious school. That's my best guess. He went to Babson in Boston. Correct. That's exactly right.
Once you have assembled your dream team, you've got people to help you fulfill your goals.
Yes, absolutely.
Would you after that still recommend like joining a club for upgrading your peers?
Yes. In your particular case, you can never do too much to upgrade your peers.
Yeah.
I can just look at you.
So would you recommend like joining a Amsterdam?
The Amstel Club.
Yeah.
The Amstel. I don't know if they take you, but the Amstel Club.
I can always try.
Yes, you can. Yeah, that's the big muckety muck club in the Netherlands. It's which I happen to be a member, but honorary membership. I got an honorary membership. Yes.
Do you know if his 640 dials to financial institutions were actual conversations?
Yeah, they all are.
Conversations.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else about Dennis?
the bankers in the UK, there are a lot less bankers here than in the States.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but there are 400 banks in the UK. There's only 5 clearing banks, I think. But there's 400 banks. The Bank of America here, the Bank of China's here, the Bank of Hong Kong's here, the Bank of Belarus is here. I mean, there's 405 banks in the UK.
You don't have to stick to the big
No. You stick to whoever give you the fucking money. That's right. It's pretty simple. Whoever will give you the, not give, whoever will do business with you. I don't mean it like to give, and I don't mean to like take. Okay. Chris.
Apart from the calls, obviously face-to-face meetings are important once you get there. Just a bit of a random idea. I'm actually now thinking of switching from living in West London to move to the city. Do you reckon that'd be a good idea? Because I don't have to travel, but no wasted time.
Exactly. Yeah, and this guy that was just on the phone, he only has a generic Concord 60,000 foot view of what he's going to do in that industry. There's no specifics whatsoever, because they're going to find out there's 10,000 companies that are involved in that industry in Washington, D.C., and probably 3,000 of them have offices there. So once he starts digging in, after he gets everything assembled, he'll decide, remember, we haven't talked about this, but structure follows strategy. Structure follows strategy. Structure follows strategy. Okay? And most mergers fail because they do it the other way. They do strategy follows structure. They find something and they buy it. The first one, it matters, but it doesn't matter that much. The second, third, fourth, and fifth acquisition have to make sense vis-a-vis the first acquisition. The first one, you want to, whatever's around. That's an exaggeration. But the second, third, fourth, and fifth have to make sense vis-a-vis the first one.
Why do you think his professor said, "Oh, it's crap"?
Because for the same reason that this guy from Wharton said it's crap. It's the same difference, same reason, because he hasn't done it before. Remember, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. They haven't done it, so in their judgment, it can't be done. And it's like on the hardcore seminar that was here in December, we had several MBAs from good schools. And they said, just as Dennis said, our MBAs from good schools didn't teach us any of this stuff. Because it's what you're taught there is conventional wisdom. What we teach here is works. And at the Harvard Business School, they don't tell you that M&A only works if you find a motivated seller. I don't think that motivated seller even comes, it's not even in the vocabulary of the Wharton or the Harvard or Yale or Columbia business schools.
Do you reckon it's better to have a bit of experience after coming to this seminar before going to the hardcore seminar? No, I don't. A bit of experience, a few weeks. I mean, we've got people signed up that are going to go back to back. We have a couple guys that we couldn't fit them in here because of you're all here that said, well, then we'll come in October and we'll play golf for 2 weeks. And then go to the hardcore because they're going to be here. No, the hardcore is, we don't cover the same things as we're covering now. I mean, as I told you, I mean, we assume that you understand the basics, and then we move forward. And I think one of the best aspects of it is you're seeing how face-to-face, how other people are doing deals that have the same, speed bumps in the road as you. Okay, YouTube, thank you.